We want to take you now to Vice President Kamala Harris. She's actually speaking to reporters at her hotel in Philly after that town hall on CNN. Let's listen in.
This continues to be, I think, evidence of the fact that people who have been leaders in our country, regardless of their political party, understand what's at stake. And they are weighing in courageously, in many cases, in support of what we need to have, which is a president of the United States who understands the obligation to uphold the Constitution of the United States and our democracy. As for last night, yet again, Trump not showing up, refused to be a part of a CNN debate, and clearly his staff has been saying he's exhausted, and the sad part about that is he's trying to be president of the United States, probably the toughest job in the world, and he's exhausted. I said last night what I mean, which is the American people are being presented with a very serious decision. And it includes what we must understand will happen starting on January 20th in this choice. Either you have the choice of a Donald Trump who will sit in the Oval Office, stewing, plotting revenge, retribution, writing out his enemies list, or what I will be doing, which is responding to folks like the folks last night with a to-do list, understanding the need to work on lifting up the American people, whether it be through the issue of grocery prices and bringing them down, or investing in our economy, investing in our small businesses, investing in our families. Happy to take any questions.
Madam Vice President, you will be back in Philadelphia with members of your team on Monday, former President Barack Obama, as well as Bruce Springsteen.
Yes.
Can you tell us where that may be? And secondly, any other, as we would say, heavy hitters in your campaign planning to come to Philadelphia in the lead up to Election Day?
Well, I'm very honored to have the support of former President Obama. As you know, he's been on the campaign trail and has been really wonderful and extraordinary in terms of the time and effort that he's putting into our campaign. And people like Bruce Springsteen to have their support, and of course he is an American icon. I think it just shows the breadth and depth of the support that we have, and also the enthusiasm that a lot of people are bringing to the campaign and feel about our campaign.
Any other big names we can expect?
I have nothing to report at this moment.
Thank you.
Stay tuned, however.
Vice President, what do you make of the gender gap in this election? Why do you think you have stronger support among women than the former president?
Well, I have to be honest with you. It's not what I see in terms of my rallies, in terms of the interactions I'm having with people in communities and on the ground. What I am seeing is, in equal measure, men and women talking about their concerns about the future of our democracy, talking about the fact that they want a president who leads with optimism and takes on the challenges that we face, whether it be grocery prices or investing in small businesses or home ownership. So I'm not actually seeing that kind of disparity, and I intend to be a president for all Americans. And that includes paying attention, yes, to a fundamental freedom that has been taken away because of Donald Trump, the freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body, and in equal measure to prioritize the economic needs of individuals and families in America, and what we also must do in terms of upholding our strength and standing on the global stage.
Madam Vice President.
Y'all sort that out.
How are you going to vote on Prop 36 in California? You are a California voter. Do California and other states need to punish drug and theft crimes more harshly?
So I have not yet voted, and I have not yet had the chance to read through the ballot. I will keep you posted on that.
We have time for one more question. Madam Vice President, this topic was brought up last night, but will construction of the southern border wall continue in your administration?
I will tell you that my highest priority is to put the resources into ensuring that our border is secure, which is why I've been very clear. I'm going to bring back up, as president, that bipartisan border security bill and make sure that it is brought to my desk so I can sign it into law. The biggest issue that we have right now is that Donald Trump has stood in the way of what would have been a proven part of the solution to the bigger problem, which is that we have a broken immigration system in America and we need to fix it. And we have the tools at hand, but we have on the other side of this election Donald Trump, who would prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. I intend to fix the problem in a way that is just about practical solutions that are within our arm's reach if we have the commitment to do it.
Ma'am, one question on abortion. Ma'am, one question on abortion. You're going to Texas tomorrow.
All right, coming off a night of a town hall with CNN, That was, of course, supposed to be the other debate with the former president and also the VP, but the former president decided not to do another debate. So VP Kamala Harris did do a town hall last night on CNN. So she's still there in Philly. She took questions from reporters. Our Alex Perchet and Karen Travers were listening in as well. Karen, let's take it to you at the White House. From Barack to the boss to Beyonce. She's bringing out the 3 Bs. So she is excited, of course, about all these famous surrogates coming out on the trail. But really, is that going to push the needle in such a tight race right now? Well, both of the candidates are hitting all the battleground states. Karen.
She has that big event tonight in Atlanta with the former President Barack Obama, their first time appearing together on the campaign trail. Bruce Springsteen will also be there performing as part of this concert series that the Harris campaign says is meant to rev up their supporters, try to mobilize voters. And Kira, it's also to try to get some attention, do a big splashy event that they know the media will certainly cover, even if it's not in their battleground state. People are going to be talking about it in the other battleground states. She was asked about that, what it means to have them out on the campaign trail in Philadelphia next week for her, Georgia tonight. And she said it shows the depth of their support right now and the enthusiasm that her voters have. Kira, she wouldn't give any hints about who else was maybe coming out in another event like this, any other big names or celebrities. She just said, stay tuned.
Okay, stay tuned. We will. She did mention, though, a little bit there about the border. What are we, 12 days out now? And it's, clearly we're going to see the candidates bring out a bunch of support, big names, et cetera. But I think 12 days away, voters still want to hear more on the issues. And she did get one question about female voters, women voters, and the border.
Yeah, she was asked about the gender gap that polls are showing right now, where she is seeing significantly more support among female voters than men. And she said she's not seeing that in her events and what she is experiencing out there on the campaign trail, that there are men who are coming to her events. She is talking to them and hearing about those same pocketbook economic concerns as women voters. She mentioned grocery prices, healthcare costs, things like that. Now, she did say, though, reproductive freedom, that is a big message from this campaign. She's doing that event tomorrow night in Houston, Texas, with Beyonce, highlighting that state's strict abortion ban. She said that is certainly something that they're leaning in on, and that has a messaging appeal to women. But she said it's not just a message for women. There are men who, of course, care about that, too.
All right, our Karen Travers for us at the White House. Karen, thanks so much.